I'm Dave Summers, and I'm here with...
I'm Jamie O'Leary.
And that is the initials of...
It is JOL's, JOL's restaurant with Tydfil.
Excellent. And what's the address here? Is it High Street?
Yeah, we are 30 to 31 High Street, Merthyr Tydfil.
Excellent. And can you tell me a little bit about yourself, perhaps your background, family, hobbies?
Yeah, I've got a wife, two little ones at the minute, a 5 and a 3-year-old. So that can be tricky, running a restaurant and having little kids. Yeah, we're living in Merthyr at the moment, all originally from Merthyr.
Oh, that's good.
So I'm just a couple of minutes away, which makes my life a bit easier.
Yeah.
And yeah, hobbies, I like to try and keep up with the rugby. My playing days are long behind me now, and I wasn't too good at it anyway. So
Same as me,
yeah, I'm a boots up. So yeah, it's very tricky to have any hobbies in this game that you can actually stick to. So you try your best where you can. But
yeah. And what's your background? Background's a chef or as
background? Yeah, I got into the cooking game fairly late. I think I was 26 when I started, and I'm 37 now. I just had a keen interest in it, and went to have a chat with Stephen Terry in Hardwick in Abergavenny. I got put in touch with Stephen, and he was telling me that cooking professionally is very different from being a sort of keen amateur cook. And a completely different ball game. It's not for everyone.
No.
So I went over and I did 1 day a week, unpaid, with him for about 6 months, just to see if it was something I was into.
Wow.
And it was, yeah. So I asked him, where do I go next? And he told me to start on Monday.
Oh, so you worked with Stephen then?
Yeah, I worked with Stephen for the best part of 6 years, I think.
Wow. And who opened this place? Who opened JOL's?
Myself. Yeah, we opened back in 2015.
So on the 4th year then?
Yeah, coming into a 4th year now. It was October 2015 we opened. Prior to that, after the Hardwick, because I was there for quite a long time with family ties, I wasn't in a position where you could go travelling around other restaurants. So didn't quite know what I wanted to do after the Hardwick with my little ones arriving, and I ended up falling into the street food game.
Oh, right.
Yeah, which we did for a year and a half, which was good. We had JOL's Food Co.
Right.
Which offered restaurant-style food, but simplified for like a street food market, basically. So it was feasible to do it out of a trailer. And we also had another sort of enterprise with it then, Patagonia, and we won the British Street Food Awards Wales and West Heats in 2015 also.
Excellent.
Yeah, but we with this place opening, we didn't manage to get to London for the grand final. So.
Oh,
yeah.
And why did you open?
We got approached by the council. I think it was always, at some point, you always wanted your own restaurant. I mean, coming out of the Hardwick into the street food was very refreshing. It was a completely different way of working with food and doing it. It was, it was nice because it was something so different. It was like starting over again. But then when you do that for so long, it wasn't so long at all, for over a year and a half. You get tired of not getting deliveries brought to you and all this. You get spoiled by being in a restaurant kitchen.
Yeah.
And it, the itch was there. And we did something for the Merthyr Tydfil Food Festival. We did a cooking demo, and we were approached by them at the time. Would you be interested in doing something in Merthyr Tydfil? And one thing led to another, and this became available, and we went from there.
Excellent. And what are you offering? What type of foods do you serve?
We've recently had to change our menu up a little bit, just with the sort of current climate and no one knowing what's going on. Basically, we've got to make it far more accessible, for want of a better word. So on Wednesday, Thursday evening now, we offer 2 courses for £15, and it's sort of your comfort foods. So we've got like the homemade burgers, that sort of thing on there. We do like decent fish and chips for the mid-meat market. That works well, it keeps us busy. Yeah. And then come Friday, Saturday, we kick back into our a la carte menu then, which is your seasonal, your lovely produce.
Yeah. What type of restaurant do you class yourself? British, American, or is it a mixture?
British, I think. I mean, we're not sort of, luckily, you're not tied to any one sort of influence. If there's something we fancy doing or having a crack at, we get on with it. And it's, so, we take inspiration from a lot of different places, basically. Yeah. But we've had sort of Japanese style dishes on, but we do quite a lot of pasta.
Nice.
Like at the minute, we've got a lovely slow cooked lamb pappardelle on the the midweek menu. And as the weather's starting to turn now, you've got all the lovely summer greens coming through. So for a veggie option, we've got a ghost cheese ravioli with sort of sauteed summer vegetables and wild garlic. So yeah, but it's
like a jewel though.
Yeah, you get asked that a lot. You know, what style of cooking is it? Is it modern European? I don't really know what anyways.
Whatever's available.
Yeah, if it's nice and I fancy doing it, I'll go.
And why should customers visit your place? What are your unique selling points? What makes you different from any other restaurant around?
I think where we are, with the geography of it, there's no other restaurant doing it the way we do it here. So for being based in Merthyr, that is our sort of USP. When you go further afield, I mean, it's decent cooking, there's no rocket science here. We dabble with it every now and again. But I'm a firm believer in, if you can't do it like Eston, don't do it, because you'll get seen through straight away. Yeah. So there's little bits and pieces that we use, you know, when you get your head into modernist cuisine, you think, oh, I've got to try it. But it's solid cooking. I mean, you know, basics don't help is the way to look at it. You know, not overcomplicating things. I can't see the point of having 50 things on the plate, because not only it becomes challenging for people, and again, with the geography, it can be tricky to sell things like that. If there's items on the menu that people haven't heard of, then it's almost like a red flag thing. Oh, well, you know, if it comes and you're paying the price for it, you pay a premium for what you're getting, basically. Yeah. And you know, someone doesn't want to fork out 22 quid on a fish dish when they don't know what 4 of the items are on there. Exactly. So it's a fine balance to sort of keep it user friendly and where we want it to be.
I think you touched on it. Do you buy all your produce locally?
We try to wherever possible. I mean, it's another thing that we've struggled with here, because there isn't the call for it in this area. I mean, you know, if there were 4 restaurants all using fresh produce constantly, then it's not a problem to get suppliers up to you. But when we first opened, it's a lot better now because we've become established. But when we first opened, it was a nightmare. You know, we said, well, we're setting up a new restaurant. Could we use you? Yeah, great. Where are you, Merthyr? Oh, sorry, we can only get 1 delivery a week to you. And so that was tricky. And it took a while to sort of crack it. But we're trying our best to get into the old foraging scene now, and because where we are, it's, you know, there's an abundance of stuff. We just don't know what it is. So with the basics now. You know, there's vast amounts of things there. And we, at Cavartha Park, we went for a stroll around there the other day. And I don't know if it's foraging if you're in a park or stealing, but you know, there's a lot in there. But so we've got a lady coming to hopefully teach us a little bit more about it.
Oh, excellent.
And just try and utilise what we've got.
So you'll introduce that onto the menu then?
Well, we already have to a certain extent. I mean, we've got one of the desserts, we've got a pine panna cotta on. Which is beautiful, you know, it's subtle, but I just on with candied pecans, and we've had some nice plums come in with poached plums, and a maple, sort of tree based, and the maple glazed plums. The wild garlic is always knocking about. There's still a decent bit of lavender about, so after the pine pan cotta, we're going to try the lavender. And we're on the prowl for penny water at the minute. We haven't come across it yet, but it's just that sort of thing. I mean,
I know, but this time you're a little bit later when the wild garlic is around. I always go to the Castle Cork.
I'll get loads of it.
Teeming with it.
Well, on the other side, if you head towards Pew's Garden Centre, that entire right-hand side of the road, buckets of it.
Wow.
And I mean, where we go, I was, my wife took me to the beach house in Oxford for my birthday a couple of weeks ago. And just driving through the garden there, the amount of it that's knocking around.
Just smell it.
I'm itching to get out of the car.
I think it was a bit naughty last year. I took my spade down the Castle Cork and dug up some. Follow up some of the garden and see if they grow.
Any joy?
I don't know yet. It hasn't come through yet. I managed to get the bulbs, put them in. So I'm going to see, I'll check later. It should be starting to come up.
Well, it's not flowering yet, but the leaves are all knocking around. So,
What are your plans for the near future, or perhaps far future? Where do you see this restaurant and perhaps you in the next 5 years?
I think the plan is to expand, but we're very limited in our space where we are at the moment. I mean, it's a leased building. Being on the high street, it's not like you can start building anyway. So whether this is going to be our home moving forward, I'm not 100% sure, but it suits some needs for the time being. We, at some point, would like to start looking for more of a restaurant rooms style, and if you can get it a bit into the sticks, I mean, if it fits into that whole foraging thing, then the direction I'd like to take it. So.
Yeah, that's great. What are your opening days?
We are open from Wednesday lunchtime through till Sunday lunch, and Wednesday evening until Saturday evening.
What are your opening hours? You say lunch. What
Yeah, 12 till 3. We serve lunch, and then dinner is 6 till 10.
6 till 10.
Yeah.
So between 3 and 6, are you doing anything then, or is it just sort of?
Mise en place generally, or try and nip on, see the kids for a little bit, or whether it's swimming or rugby practice for the older one.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's generally just rushing around between 3 and 6.
Yeah. Do you hold any events such as parties?
We've done bits and pieces. I mean, we're lucky enough to have a downstairs room where we can sit about sort of 25 people, so we use that as a private dining room, which is quite handy.
Right.
We've done when the Lions were playing, we've done a nice decent breakfast, a 3-course breakfast and the Lions down there, which is good. So we're looking to try and get back into the street food a little bit this summer, get out to a little bit more of that.
Are you allowed to serve outside? Do you need a license?
You do need a license. It's lovely when the doors are open, it's beautiful, but it can be some of the wind tunnel, which is why we haven't bothered investing in chairs, because you're forever seeing people who have got chairs outside chasing them up the street. So if you can just have the doors open and people sat in the gaps, it's not too bad, then you can dodge a bullet.
Yeah. Okay, and how many people can you seat here?
Upstairs, at a push, at full capacity, we can get about 36.
Right.
And then downstairs, comfortably around 20.
Oh, so 56 in total.
Yeah. I think the one problem that we get is that the kitchen is so small. Anything over 40 covers becomes a real push in there.
Push it out.
Yeah, because we're not gifted with space, and it's been turned into a restaurant as opposed to purpose built. Yeah. So we don't have a straight wall in the building, and it's all higgledy-piggledy, which can be tricky. But we've done it for, like you said, 3 to 8 years now, so we know how the space works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much.
Lovely.